Let's see what happens at market open here. I'd want to see this most likely expand higher. We'll see if we want to have a little internal manipulation leg. Come down, possibly respect consequent encroachment. Or if we do want to break through this for value gap, we absolutely can. Again, yeah, this is so chalk. Guys, be patient here. Please be patient here. They're respecting the 5 minute. I don't want to see us get bought up out of this. Again, super kind of slow and choppy PA though here. But should expand, go take this low resistance after we kind of took this internal low. We can do whatever we want though. This is a very risk-off morning right now, guys. Just being patient here. Letting this give us a better understanding of what we want to do. Do not want to get chopped up in this. I definitely think it's going to get bought up here. I definitely think this will get bought up. I think this was just internal manipulation. Market opens, take the low. Consequent encroachment of this wick holds bullish. Again, this low got taken. SMT, we should roll over to the upside. But the only reason I'm not taking this is because how bad the efficiency is of it. All over the place. From Cursed live on air. I saw that. That kind of threw me off though, because they just did a ceasefire, and yet he kind of seemed like something bad was going to happen, you know? Did anybody else feel that way when they saw that Trump video? As a trader, should we be watching the news constantly? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't think you should be watching the news constantly, whatever job you fucking have. I don't think anybody should be constantly watching the news. I am very much against overconsumption of media that's literally meant to fuck your brain. But they tell the truth? Funny. I think Don meant, I think he was being sarcastic there. I can't tell with text, but Don is too much of a smart cookie to say that. I have to step in if they keep the fight going. They need you out there, bro. You have to forcefully step in between Iran and Israel. Don't worry. Yeah, I think the market might be waiting for Powell too. So I definitely think this still gets bought up though. And the 5 minute model is still holding bullish. How come the live doesn't show up on my computer? It just shows an empty room with jazz playing. Are you in the waiting room or are you in the live? What's your go-to food in the morning? An iced Americano. It's my go-to food in the morning. I actually need like I want recommendation. What's like anybody who's like nutrition? I want to get back into. I feel like I have not been the most healthy recently when it comes to like my health, and so I want to get back in the routine. ChatGPT, yeah, but I'm trying to have a fucking conversation here. All right. Red meat and eggs. Yeah. I also want to start doing. I also want to start doing like a lot of cardio, like alongside lifting. But combat sports. Yeah, I used to box a lot. Boxing is great cardio. Everything in moderation. Just don't limit yourself, especially while you're around family, friends. That's what's so hard though, guys. Like I'm back in Idaho living with my parents right now before I go back up to Europe. I wanted to come see family for like a couple weeks. And I just find myself like and you guys know this too. If anybody's like moved out of your parents' house and like you go back to your parents' house, it's like you feel like the person you were when you were there, you know? It's like it's not I don't like it. I don't like it. I feel like I fall back into old habits like being here. So I'm probably gonna go fly out to Spain here in a bit. Meat, organs, fruit, raw honey, raw milk. Yeah, no, my mom is very happy that I'm home. Guys, these sketchy freaking markets here. Could sell off here, which I'm surprised. I'd really expect us to get bought up, but if we do, we'll sell off here if this is the sell model. If we sweep this high and we lack displacement through this and we do want to sell off, we have had the lower time frame changing the state to the downside. So, and right now, I'm not touching this until we get more confirmation. We'll also let Powell come on too. So, right now it's just Chop City. I've heard food in US is overprocessed. Oh, 100%. Bro, when I was in Tulum for a month, I felt like number one, there's a couple reasons why. Obviously, like the weather, you're being in the sun. The humidity is great. Like in Idaho, it's a dry heat, so like my skin gets dry. Um, but in Tulum they had it's all fresh food, like it's great. Same as in Europe too. Go monkey and eat bananas only diet. Okay. If the Rover model is playing out on the 5 minute, what's the reason for not taking it? Because this price action is just straight dog doo doo. Now, again, like I said, you can take it. Like I said, going into open, it's not a bad possible long. Like it's here, but because of the conditions and because of literally us chopping and sitting here in this range, it just doesn't. It's not enough. It's not a. It's like, yeah, sure. If you want, what's your standards? Like that's really the question. Like, sure, is it takeable? What's your standards though? Maybe take this on an eval. You might get whipped around with drawdown though, but I would want us to start speeding up here. Again, if we want to get bought up, we should start to speed up here. We should start seeing some up candles come in. And we should start drawing to this recent high. Twenty minutes left. There we go. Again, even entry wise of like me possibly taking an entry for this, there really isn't like, I guess maybe when we get above the down close candle, honestly, there could still be an entry. Like again, I'm not really even opposed to possibly taking along here, but again, now you're kind of taking it, and I definitely think this will play out, but maybe if we pull back and it's like really clear, then maybe I'll take like a couple contracts, but shit, let me measure what the risk is here. I don't know if we'll come back down to this, but got a question. I have delay 10 minutes on TradingView on all devices. Do you know what I should do? Yeah, you need to have CME data. So if you're on TradingView, it'll be lagging like 10 minutes or so, or 15 minutes or whatever. You have to pay for CME data. I think it's like what is it, guys? Like a $5 subscription, $10 subscription? I don't know. $7? Gotcha. Yeah, $7 subscription for CME. This isn't a bad long here. I would say draw's pretty clear. Yeah, I would say draw's pretty clear. These internal highs. Should get bought up here. That was a nice reaction here on that long. 1 minute for value gap, order block. Again, didn't take it, just watching. Just giving you guys ideas. You trading evals? No, I'm trading a live account. Well, actually, oh yeah, I need to trade evals too, though. If there's a setup, let me open up TradeObit. How much do you risk on the 25K account? I want to be risking like on a good setup, like on a setup like this, I would probably risk like 2K. On like an A plus setup, I want to be risking like 4K. But yesterday's trade, I traded low, so I traded like I think my risk was 1.8, 1.9. I'm trying to size up, but this is what the market is. I mean, honestly, it's like that's kind of no excuse. I just gotta honestly like this account. So I'll show you guys this account. I don't know if I can show you my account number. I don't know. Just don't scam me, but whatever. This was fresh, 25K account. Yesterday was the first day I traded on at 29. I want to use this account to just go like balls to the walls, and I want to like scale this to 100K, like in a month. Go Zach. What's up, Shen? 4K on a funded? No, on a live account. I'm not risking 4K on the funded. Why didn't you take it? I just told you why I didn't take it. The 25K is live? Yeah. We talked about this yesterday, but something I want you guys to understand is like on a day like this, or any time that I can look at the market and say, I think this is what we're gonna do. I think that this is the long or this is the short. I'll be on live and I'll say that, and I won't take the trade. And people will go, Justin, why did you not take that trade? You just said that that's what you wanted to see. Just because I want to see something or I see a possible like entry or an idea does not mean I'm going to take it. The reason why there's trade times which I won't take it is because there's either conditions or understanding that's not currently in the trade that doesn't for me make sense for me to take. Now, in this trade, I would be okay with me putting on low size. I just didn't have this entry. If we come back down and we maybe soup this low and it still looks valid, then maybe. But again, we're still waiting for Powell. So at this point, it's like, okay, well, maybe I just want to wait for Powell to come on and speak. Again, when I look at the bigger time frame, the lower, and one thing I always have to understand is like, just because I might have an understanding of what the lower time frame, if I zoom out and I see like chop city all over the place, and this is giving me an understanding that I'm way more likely to most likely get stopped out than I am if I just want to take this trade. You can see the market's starting to come all the way back down. Now, I would want to see this 5-minute act as an order block if we are bullish. If we come down, tap it. Definitely still bullish. I want to see this hold and get bought up. But holy moly, we chop. And another thing too I want you guys to understand is the mindset that you have with this. I'm looking at this and I'm not like being like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so upset. Like I'm so upset if I was to not take a long right now, and then this ends up doing what I actually want it to do. The problem is that you guys will sit here and like act like a little baby. You're gonna sit here and be like, oh my gosh, I should have taken that long. Oh my goodness, no, I'm so upset. And it just like it does absolutely nothing for you because you're more focused on just the idea of taking a winning trade than doing what you should be doing. And and you have to this is when you have to call yourself out for being a little bitch because you're caring more about the idea of taking a win than doing what you should be doing. And you're never ever going to be successful if you care more about that. So sit here and say, you know, I need to try to figure out and understand and watch price action to be able to test my ideas. And I can say, okay, well, you know, market opened, we sold off. I easily am able to recognize, I'm like, what's going on right now, you know? Like I can sure draw, hey, sell side got taken, but the external buy side, you know, we had the 5-minute change. There's a 5-minute for buy gap. I want to see us get bought up, but man, we're slow. Man, we just lack displacement. Man, we're pulling all the way back. Okay, now I could expect this to possibly be an order block. Absolutely. This could possibly be a fake out to the downside, but you know, maybe I don't really know. It's like when you're in this position, like why would you even be upset if you don't take the trade? Like you just got to put things into perspective because a lot of the times we're just skewed in our mind because we got rose-colored glasses on. I actually do like this. Hold on. Where's yes? Oh, Pal's about to speak. Never mind. I take it back. I'm not gonna take anything. I want to see this be soup to the upside. Morning opens, manipulation, gets bought up, comes all the way back down, takes the internal low. Oh, I want to take it this now. This is actually what I would look to take. But we have Powell speaking in like a couple minutes. Actually, yes is so disgusting though. Maybe I mean, we'll see if we even get the change. Make sure I'm not seeing this like in a different way. I was coming on in 5. Opinion on Bookmap? I feel like I used to use it probably like over 2 years ago. I'd say I haven't really used it since I started trading ICT though. Around there, I haven't used it in a while. Powell is not just red folder news, Gabriel. That's what you have to understand. Powell can do whatever he wants. Um, I'm being conservative because I'm curious to see how this is going to react. So we got 4 minutes. Market's going to get possibly above this down close candle. I like a potential long. I do, but I think of just like one contract if I want. I'm gonna see this from kind of everything though. Again, I'm just looking at this 5 minute. From the 5 minute, I'm looking at this as this 5 minute fair value gap still holding bullish. The change is still holding bullish. We just ended up souping this low, which is still super, super bullish. Holy chop. Look at NQ holding right now versus ES selling. I think ES might end up trying to sell off, take the low, and then NQ might work our way higher if we do want to hold. Have another bullish SMT that gets put in. But I think NQ's really bullish here. I want to see us get bought up to the highs. Powell can do whatever the fuck he wants, though. It's going to cause whatever, so. Oh my goodness. This market is all over the place. I think the 5 minutes probably most clear, though, with just these down close candles I want to see hold. Minutes. ES wants to sell. NQ might want to sell too here. We're going. Still just staying out again. Kind of all over the place. ES wants to break through this 15 minutes to the downside. Again, no manipulation. Like, it's just like we're generating all this buy side right now. I have a bullish SMT. Here we go. we get above this down close candle, we're gonna fly. I want to take a long, but this PA is so like. And Palace speaking right now. Everything is telling me to be cautious, but I actually like this long. Came back down, new SMT got put in. Maybe I'm seeing things because of the conditions, but I think nothing's invalidating this. I would say if we get above these down close candles on the 1 minute, I think it can definitely be a valid long. But your RR is going to be not the greatest, but it'll still be decent. Yeah, the delivery is horrid right now. I'm curious to see how many people are actually getting chopped up right now. Please tell me you guys have not taken a trade. I am. Couldn't be me. Okay, good. Okay. Oh no. Took one earlier, low risk. Was the liquidity today been itching? Oh my goodness, we're so down bad. What's going on, guys? Think market could cause a max pain by sweeping the lows? The market can do whatever it wants right now. I don't know. I have no idea. I just gotta sit here and watch. Be reactive. Wouldn't your aim for 2238 highs if we long? Runner, yeah. Runner, yeah. Okay, just for the sake of science, I'm gonna enter one contract long if we get above this. One contract. This is like, oh my god, this is not Justin being like, oh my god, I'm entering all longs because Justin said he's gonna take a long. This is just for science. This is just for science. Actually, two contracts. Actually, one contract on my live account. I'm not taking this on the evals. I don't think it's worth me taking on the evals. Isn't that funny that I take into account the evals are more than the actual live account? Because I take care. I don't want to ruin these evals because I want to pass them with you guys. I've taken all these trades like on live. These are running. These are getting. I haven't taken a single. Actually, I took one loss on these. Yeah, actually. So one loss, but I want to get them pretty quick. Okay, do we get above this? Let's see. Okay, for science, I'm in a one contract long. Stops at the recent wick low. I'm curious because if we're bearish and we actually like want to dump, these highs would be soup. So if we come up and we like sweep these internal highs and we don't displace, then it would be soup to the downside. But I think the 5 minute is more bullish than it is bearish. And ES just took those lows. But I think we can kind of do either. I like this SMT. The SMT. I think this gets. I want to see this get bought up. Dancing. We haven't even closed above the change yet. Come on. Got fat candles coming in here. Ready? Wait for it. Hold the 1 minute. Let's get through the change. I need a fat candle going through the change in the state. Put a magnet on TP. Oh, you're so right. Oh my gosh. I don't even know how to get an emoji. Never mind. I take it all back. Oh, there it is. There you go. You take your medicine? My Americano, yeah. Again, this is why I'm only in one contract. This is purely for science. Holy Garbino. Whoa! Hold on. I don't even want to check the slippage on this contract. I don't even want to check what the slippage was on this contract. I entered one contract, but I don't even want to know what the slippage was. Yeah, this market is crazy. From bomb China, you're straight capping. Shut the fuck up. There's no way. Is there any sort of news? Is that just Powell being Powell? There's nothing. Powell did not appear yet. How much slippage did we get? Why doesn't it show me? Normally my P&L pops up right here. Whatever. Yeah, guys, I would be. I really would not be looking to take a trade today after like that. Just one little con stab long, but like there is. If you do not be your head screwed on properly during these conditions, you're gonna get absolutely destroyed. If you're working on a funded account, if you're working on like ever account you're on right now, like don't risk it on a day like this. You were on eval? No, I wasn't. I was on live account. Yo, just got in here. Any big plays? Absolutely not. Very much Chop City. I should want to maneuver this type of chop. Yeah, just don't trade it. Hop off or just sit here and forward test kind of price action and what you want to see. But if you're the type of person that can't do that, then I would just say hop off. Guys, whether you're long biased or short biased, I still think we should be off. I think even if you're going to try both times, the market is going to cause max pain on both sides. Justin's the try hard in the mentorship lives, but not in here. Motherfucker, what do you want me to do right now? You tell me. You tell me. You want to come up here? Come up here. I can't control the market. I can't control what we're going to wake up here and see. Take as many trades as you want, brother. We can do another backtesting session, yeah. If we look at the 4-hour 15 fractal with the 50% pullback into the 4-hour wick, would you mark that 15-minute change in state level for science purposes? Just if you look at the 4-hour and 15-minute fractal with the 50%. Would you this one? 15-minute change like this? I'm not sure. If you send a screenshot, Lexi, of what you're seeing, then I can check it. I'm trying to figure out if I'm seeing the right thing as what you're describing. Let's long this, Justin. I'm gonna long my freaking fist in your face if you don't. Just jokes. This isn't the normal Powell speaking. He's broken too. No. Do you think order blocks are essential ICT concept to use, or kind of just add to conviction? I very much so use order blocks. Yes. I miss the old market. It's time to man up. This is the new market. Okay. See this right here? It's what your future looks like, boy. You best get used to it. This definitely gets still bought up to the highs, but oh my goodness, is this yay Garbo. I do not trade London, no. Edgy Justin in 2023 was taking like 3 trades a day and bankrolling 110% of the time. Okay, let me see, Lexi. Where is that where the 0 is marked, Lexi? Is that your change? Then yes, yeah. If you go to Asia, would you trade in Asia session? I have no fucking maybe. What time does New York open in Asia? I don't have to be in Asia to trade Asia. You know that, right? How should I stop playing games and start doing things and good habits? I know you said you were a gamer back in the day. I have a problem for real. A lot of the time, the reason you guys still struggle with this is because for you to actually be successful, your old self has to die. That's straight up. If you want to know the biggest thing out of seeing out of literally trading alongside thousands of other traders trying to help people become profitable, the number one thing I see is that people cannot die to their old self, which means They get on the track to becoming the better version of themselves. They get on track to becoming disciplined. They start seeing success. They're looking to do better. They have success. They're patient. They're disciplined. And then it all falls back because they haven't fully killed themselves. If you actually want to improve, you have to kill your old self and be reborn to this new version of you who actually is a professional, who does focus on what they want to do, who respects themselves enough to be disciplined, who actually wants to improve. And you cannot play both sides. You can't step on one side of the line and then go back and forth. It will never work. How do you kill your old self? I made a tweet last week about this that I highly recommend that you guys read. I think is one of my best writes. One of my best little writings. Read this. Do you think longs right now? I'm not taking another trade today, probably. Does that mean no video games? No. Video games are fine. I don't have a problem with video games. I'm talking about like you being a degenerate. What is degenerate? Degeneracy has to do with your heart and your actions. Has to do with like actually how you perceive your world. And if if you are okay, how do I explain this? So this is I think yeah, pure internally versus pure externally is one way to kind of put it. But I fully believe it all has to do with heart posture. Like when I was and I even still sometimes in my life, I still feel like I'm nowhere, near or close to the person. Actually, I wouldn't say nowhere near close. I'm definitely close, but there's still improvements in the version of me in my head that I still want to become, that I feel like I'm called to, in my life. And now, what are the things that get in the way of that? Right, that's where personal, conviction and discernment to be able to see the things that are keeping us from becoming the better version of ourselves in our life. Now, that could be gaming for you. If you have a problem with it and you are reliant on it, or you are, it depends. It depends on your situation. So I can't really tell you. I don't think video games itself is a bad thing. I think when you let it take over your life, is it a bad thing? Now, what I will tell you is when you're actually doing shit, you don't game. Like, guys, I have 4K hours on Counter-Strike. I used to play semi-pro Counter-Strike and Valorant and Fortnite. Like, at this point right now, I have not touched a game in a very long time because I'm doing shit. Like I'm actually doing shit in my life that I want to do and care about. And that comes with dying to the old self. Like you got to die to the old self. You see it as a selfish habit that doesn't contribute to the world is the degenerate habit. I don't think that so you're, no, I don't think so. I don't think anything that doesn't contribute to the world is degeneracy. I disagree. I think degeneracy. This is a good question. How would I describe degeneracy? I don't know. I don't really use the word degenerate. I saw someone say in the chat and I was like, okay, that's kind of a good descriptive word, I guess. Like, I think degeneracy is obviously most of the time sinfulness, but in a way in which it's intentional. I mean, like you're fully acknowledgement of of you doing something wrong and like embracing the wrongdoing of it, I guess. I agree. Also has to do with your self-image, self-worth, self-esteem. Why are you not looking to take a trade if you're confident in the draw? Because I'm not confident in the price action. Does model work on Forex? Absolutely. Can the change in state be a single candle? Yes, it can, because it's just multiple candles on a lower time frame. But I'd also zoom out and see if there's multiple like changes that look cleaner. It can be one candle though. I think it's okay, Zaka. What are the telltale signs that market conditions aren't favorable and should stay out of the market? Imbalances don't get respected. There's no efficiency within price action. There's no displacement through, so a couple things. Fair value gaps, number one, constantly getting disrespected. So like, there's no respect. Like everything is just back and forth. Like everything is just back and forth. There's no like actual clean market structure of where we want to go to. It's all over the place. And again, that kind of just comes with experience of being able to recognize conditions in that sense. But one of them is for value gaps just constantly get ran through, back and forth kind of price action. SMTs on both sides of the market. There's another way to recognize the price action. Let's go, Sharam. I keep B-80J always on, Ethan. I'm probably going to be done with the day. I really, this to me screams like, again, I can sit here and say all I want. Like, yeah, I want to see us go to buy side, but it really doesn't matter if I want to see us go to buy side. I think it's still unprobable. I don't like the price action. I would much rather stay off the charts. That's where my brain goes. Again, capital preservation. If I sit here and just try to take longs, very easy for me to just get chipped away and end up digging a hole for myself. That's hard to get out of. And like, that's where again you have to ask yourself, which one do you want to do? Do you want to actually wait for a good setup, or do you just want to like hold on to an idea in your brain of taking a good setup? You convinced me to hop off. Thanks. Gotcha. Yeah, what time is it, honestly? It's only been an hour, but I really don't. I personally am not going to be taking trade. Like even if we get like more, most likely I probably won't, just because of where we are, how much we've been sitting in this range. I just want to see us get bought up, finish taking out buy side, because again on the bigger time frame, like we talked about, we could see the manipulation leg to fall back down inside the range if we do. Um, so it's kind of interesting. I wanted to ask the question for a while. What's the difference between an eval and a funded, or are they the same thing? I've just been hearing both names and was wondering, are they the same? So, a funded account, they're different. They're just different steps of basically what a prop firm is. So, a prop firm and a funded account are basically like the same thing. A prop firm offers funded accounts. Now, to have a funded account and be funded with capital to actually trade with, you have to pass an evaluation account. An evaluation account is basically a paper trade account where you are given rules and certain criterias. And when you pass that account, then you're given a funded account, which means if you actually make money on that account, you have some sort of portion of that money through whatever the rules that they're offering. Out of all the things you set out to do, trading related or not, so far this year, how have you been able to balance it all, and do you feel accomplished with those things? I'm going to say no, because I don't think I think I'm in a very big transition in my life. Um, inside, like an internal transition, um, into no, I'm not fucking going out. I'm talking about an internal transition. Like when we were talking about the other, like right before this, right? Dying to an old self. Um, I think I sit a lot and ask myself, like, what's my purpose? I believe you can really only have a sense of like fulfillment and happiness with your work when it comes to having a purpose behind it. And when you can align that purpose and find like what you want to do, like me working with you guys or me working on Trade Path, um, I points in time when it's like I can see myself being the version of myself that I want to be. Like my goal is to be a of service of other people's and be a true leader and like running my team and with you guys and even in my own life. And so that's like kind of a big process of shaking, old habits. And because especially when you're making money too, it's very easy like to take your foot a little bit off the gas. How do you let that not mentally make you lose trust or confidence in the setup? Because I know it has nothing to do with the setup and it has to do with the conditions. The model's not broken, it's just the conditions. Much love, Septum. I got you. And Q's getting bought up. Should go see that internal high. I have a call today with the team calling. We should be almost there. The journal tab is just for extra notes on TradePath. If you want to, like, if you're watching videos or something that you want to journal, it's really just a regular like Notion folder, regular, you know, template. You can add screenshots and stuff if you want, just for whatever you want to do. I have not used Top Step Live. I'm not sure. Find myself taking not very good setups and losing / getting break-even trades and tape reading bangers and not taking them. Any recommendations on how to fix that? Let me think. I mean, it could be a couple different things. I think. I'm trying to think when it comes down to me and I have that phone. Really, just getting the idea of like asking yourself what's holding you back from when you see those setups. Is it a fearful thing of risk, right? Like you don't want to put on the act of putting on risk. Is it the act of putting on the trade? I would recommend like start taking those setups on a paper trade account and just like practice pressing the button. Like if you see a setup and you're like, oh, this looks good, like you just practice pressing the button without the hesitation and just the initial analysis of it. If I paid $100 a month for Tactical Traders, am I part of the mentorship? No, you're not. Mentorship is separate. What's the daily routine of the mentorship? So it depends on the day. Like on Monday or on Sunday, normally what we'll do, like on our Sunday charting sessions, is we'll dive through all of the data from last week. So taking, you know, all of the check-ins and going through the data and last week's trades or last week's questions, answering, you know, problems and getting ready for the week, going over what last week was and how we can learn from it. And then the days that we're not trading is very similar to what we're doing in here, just more mature, obviously. The mentorship calls are basically just these types of calls when we're on live trading, but without all of the garbage, to put in simple terms. Because people are there to actually win and people are there to succeed and push themselves. And so you don't see all the garbage that you see sometimes in this chat. No brain rot allowed in the mentorship. I'm not even saying that it's not allowed. It's just not there because these people invested in themselves to actually work with me to fucking like become like help. And that's my whole job. And that's what that's what I love to freaking do. Sometimes it can be fun. Oh yeah, I hear jokes, you know, here and there, joke. But like in the mentorship calls, we're straight dialed. To join mentorship, there should be, let me get the type form. If you guys are interested in filling out the form for it, I'll put it in the chat right now. I gotta find the form. There it is. I think this is the right one. Oh, I almost just copied the whole message. I did not want to copy the whole message. Whenever I backtest, I have the feeling of my gut telling my right away this looks good, and I just press the button, set my stops, and it's so easy and it looks clean. But intraday live, I get so caught up on going back and forth between biases. I've been testing out, trying to just stick on the 15 to 55 minute until I see a sweep of some sort of liquidity. The problem is you're caring too much about trying to recognize it and not actually. Fuck, what was I going to say? I just got distracted with so many messages that just hit my brain. Wait, let me go back and reread this. Oh, the times in which you're taking the trades is because you can recognize it in the moment, right? In the moment, you're sitting there and saying, oh, wait, this is my setup. But when you're on your live account, you're focused on growing the live account, so you're like looking for the actual trades. You're analyzing 15-minute, 5-minute. And when it's not there, you feel like you're doing something wrong instead of recognizing it for what it is. Is this part of your mentorship? I see it's from WAP. Yes, it is. What do you think about the performance? I just started this fresh 50K, one break even, one loss, two con, two trades. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what trades you took. I have no idea. Mentorship's a one-time purchase, but we offer payment plans as well. If we bought up, will we be looking for shorts? I'm definitely going to be off the charts here in probably a couple minutes. What's your Twitter name? Justin Warland. PM session? Probably not. I mean, I'm gonna check back later. I always just have a peek, but yeah, I'm gonna be pretty patient. When's the next song dropping, dude? Oh my gosh, I made this such like absolute dope song. Was pretty much almost finished it. Was doing last minute touches on it the other day, and my Ableton crashed, and every single sample in the project got corrupted. Every single one. And I tried getting it back for like an hour, and the whole project's gone. So now I just have the last export of the song. It's not as good as what it can be, but it's still a sick song. But it's yeah, I'm gonna see if I can somehow get it back. But I don't. I think it's gone. I think it's chalked, which sucks because it was fucking sick. Before I entered this mentorship, out of 18 trades, I took 13 were losses and 5 wins. Now my wins are more and learned a lot, but my 5 wins still outweighed my 13 losses. Let's go. Been watching PA for a year now. Your ICT Forever model in year 2 is missing piece to put the clarity in my decision making. I love it, bro. Glad to hear it. Ableton's not that hard. I learned Ableton in like a week. Oh, so when you said trading eval should be aggressive, how much does that mean? Like 25, 30% risk of drawdown per trade. Let's go, Smith. Ooh, baby, I love you. Oh, baby, I found my way, bro. That's my song. You guys want to hear the track that I was working on that got corrupted? Oh, I'm so pissed though because it was getting so good. I spent like a couple hours on it. Like I literally there was a day I was literally just working on it, and I probably was like working on the song for like 10 hours straight, and Ableton corrupted. It's actually so upsetting, but all right, I'll play it. Why am I not logged in? Yeah. Brother, hello? I already have an account. Maybe it's with Google. What the frick? Okay, hold on. This is chalked. Let me just drag the MP3. Yeah, there's a charting session tonight. Actually lost. I don't know why that's not working. All right, let me drag the MP3. Close this. Holy moly! Well, let me close this. I'm just gonna force quit this. Hold on. Let me restart this. Sorry. Okay. Think. Boom, boom. There we go. All right. Full screen. All right. Let me know if you guys can hear this. Silence. Let me try again. Let me restart. Share. Application. Boom. All right. Tell me if you can hear this. I bet.
Have you ever seen a red friend look inside the mirror? Don't let them go down south without a no. Yeah, it's not the fever. Look inside the ear, feel the place steaming up, and I know it's now. No, it's not the same. On and on and on, I won't forget it all. And on and on and on, just to let it out. And I can't control the sound. It's God's inside your life. It's not enough. Life's the way, life's the way, life's the way, no, 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 life's the way, no, 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 life's the way, no, 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 life's the way, no, no, life's the way, life's the way, life's the way, no, 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 life's the way, no, 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 life's the way, no, 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 life's the way, life's the way, life's the way, no, 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 life's the way, life's the way, life's the way, no, 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 life's the way, no, 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 life's the way, no, 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 I.
That's pretty much it. Dude, that mix is so bad compared to the one I worked like an extra 8 hours on this fucking track. Much love, Nard. This track was so much better, though. Oh, I'm so pissed that Ableton just causes problems. Alrighty, I'm hopping off. I do not want to look at this market anymore. I'm straight donezo. We'll see what happens in the PM session, but overall, I want you guys to stay safe. Solid morning. We'll see what happens in the rest of the session today and kind of going into the rest of the week. We'll hop on tonight as well, talk about the market, see how the close ends up looking. But enjoy the rest of your day. Be productive, get some stuff done, and take next 10, 15 minutes, go journal. And I will see you guys here shortly. Enjoy your day, guys. Peace out.